Good morning, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve, nice and safe, and have some fun stuff celebrating the beginning of this year. We're starting off the day pretty good. We got here about 15-20 minutes after opening, which is pretty good, all things considered, for our long day yesterday. We start off in Fantasyland. We want to be able to get all the different Fantasyland rides, experience them all, not have to wait quite too long. Which we were able to do. Peter Pan broke down while we were in line, but we waited it out for a few minutes and they were able to get it up and running within like 5 or 10 minutes, so that's not so bad. There's been a lot of rides breaking down this trip, like way more than usual, and I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not usual Disney like standard. So I don't know, John and I were talking about that earlier. It's like if you're gonna raise prices, then shouldn't the experience also at least maintain quality or improve quality? I don't know. It's an interesting topic to think about. But anyway, so we're heading out of Fantasyland right now, and Abby goes, let's ride 3 trains. Let's do Thunder Mountain train, then the Junior train, and then the Big train. So I don't know if we're going to follow through with that, but we are going to start off with Big Thunder Mountain. It's one of the kids' favorites, and also mine as well. And then we'll go from there. We definitely need to hit up Rise of the Resistance, which when we got here, it was a 2-hour wait, which is typical for the big e-ticket rides. Everybody will just run to them in the beginning. So your lines for those rides are way high in the morning, and then they usually kind of level out. And so about 8:30 it was a 2-hour wait for Big Thunder Mountain, and since then it's come down about half an hour. So we'll see where it's at later in the morning, but we're definitely going to be riding that one today because we didn't get to do that yesterday, and it's our last day. You have to end on something great, right? Okay, so Disney Genie Plus round 2. So yesterday we did the lightning lanes. We were able to experience what that's like, and then today is our last day at Disneyland, and we don't have any lightning lanes or anything like that. And so we're gonna try it out, see what it's like. Now in the beginning of this morning, things were a little slower because it is New Year's and a lot of people slept in. But as the day goes on, I'm curious to see what the difference is. So this is our first e-ticket ride that we got in line for without lightning lanes, so we'll see what that's like.
Okay, so we're going to make a video, catch a glimpse of the the lightning lane, and show you how many people they're letting in more standby people.
Yeah, like the ratio.
I don't know if it's just this cast member. I think it's part of that, but she has basically letting like a constant flow of people in in the lightning lane. Yeah. And then like one family of 4 or 5 will go and then stop and then just keep it going again. So we're gonna record this.
See if we can document
the difference.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What is that?
Alright, so in that video, you can clearly see the lightning lane, how it just kept going.
It's ridiculous.
It kept going, and for so long. Anyways, we were talking to the guy behind us in line, and when we got up there to our turn, he asked the cast member,
a different cast member,
yeah, because they had changed in between, what the ratio was between lightning lane people going in and people on standby.
Yeah.
And she said that it's 4 groups to 2. So 4 groups of lightning lane
and 2 groups of
standby, which you can clearly see. Like it's not even close.
Not even kind of close.
When they switched and the new cast member took over, like it was a lot better. Like it seriously was a lot better.
Yeah, but it was more
but
like
it was still
3 to 1 instead of
4 to 2.
Yeah. So and the one that was better said those numbers.
Yeah. So,
But-
I don't know. I just like we used Lightning Lane yesterday, and it was great.
Yeah.
And I get the idea of like how it works, and those people get priority. But what happened with that first member that you see in the video, like that's not right. And I know that I know that Disney, that's not the intention,
And that wasn't their
it.
vision.
And it wasn't. It's not even our experience from the other days that we've done it that it was that blatant. So I just wonder, is it? It depends on the cast member that you get. That and we didn't show the cast member.
No.
And we're not going to like call her out and like her name or like even put her picture on there.
No.
But there's clearly a difference of like if you would have seen like how like what she was doing and just like her countenance, like she didn't care.
No,
she didn't give a crap. You could
No,
tell.
And she wasn't counting, she wasn't paying attention at all.
No.
Not even trying to like regulate groups or whatever. She literally was letting every single person in the Lightning Lane go until there was a break. And then she would let a few people in standby, but the minute somebody in the Lightning Lane came, she stopped them.
Yeah.
And in her defense, maybe she was given that instruction.
It's possible.
You never know, but that's the point though. Like, how subjective is it to the ride, to the cast member,
to the day, to the hour?
Yeah,
like
it's. I don't think it's regulated as uniformly as we thought.
No.
At all. So we decided to try again, Rise of the Resistance. The line looked way longer than yesterday, but it said 90 minutes, which is about the same amount of time, so I don't know, but the Lightning Lane line was pretty low. And we've been in line for about 45 minutes, and we're actually cruising along, so far so good. We are officially passing where we were in line last time. So that's very encouraging. We were actually pretty close to the front, so it kind of sucked last time. But still moving along. Like I said, we're past that point, so we're getting close to the front.
How many? 4. Follow straight ahead to the first lieutenant. How many here? Follow straight ahead.
We never got that.
Don't forget your colors.
I love this ride. We just got off Rise of the Resistance, and it was actually, we were only in line for 60 minutes. They were really cruising, doing a lot more, getting a lot more in than we thought. I think it's because they don't have as many lightning lanes today, because there wasn't that many, and that's the only reason why I can think we would go through so fast. But such an awesome ride. I always pick up stuff that I missed in previous times, and today was no exception. Way, 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 way cool. We came back to come get our strollers, and which happened to be right by Winnie the Pooh, and Abby wanted to ride that one. So it was about a 10-minute wait. We're in line for that. I'm not really sure what we're going to do after that. We've really been able to hit everything that we've wanted to these last few days. And so now it's just about what we want to do again. Wait times are fairly expected. It's a medium busy day. So there's going to be some time in between, but we're still going to be able to have some fun. I can't wait for the fireworks tonight. It's going to be the Christmas fireworks. Last night they only had small, like, New Year's fireworks, and so today is going to be like the full firework production, and I'm really excited for that. It's always a highlight for me. So it's lunchtime, and we're actually kind of bummed. So we went to go get our reservation pulled up on the app for Oba's Cantina, which we made, I don't know, a month or two ago. Anyway, couldn't find it. We're searching everywhere. And we're like, why can't we find it? We know we had it. Anyway, we ended up calling the helpline for Galaxy's Edge, and long story short, apparently there was some technical glitch, and 2 weeks ago they canceled all the reservations from January 1st to February 6th. And I'm like, allegedly we got an email. We did not. We did get a gift card for it, but we had no idea it was for that. So, I don't know, we're kind of bummed because obviously now we can't go there, and we're trying to figure out what to do. We ended up getting lunch for the kids at Galactic Grill. And then John and I ordered some food from the Harbor Galley, I believe is what it's called. It's right across from Haunted Mansion. They have a really, really good lobster roll. We're gonna go and get that, but I'm trying to figure out how to fix the afternoon here.
So you hear that, is it called a telegraph?
Yeah.
I want to say stenographer, but that's not stenography.
No.
What is that? What's stenography?
I think it's when you transpose stuff for like...
Oh, in court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's not it. Anyways, but that, I was told that the clicking sound that you heard is the speech Walt gave on the opening to all who come to this happy place, welcome, and that whole thing. They said that's what that is.
It spells out Morse code that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
If it's true.
It sounds like it'd be something that's true.
It definitely sounds like something that would be true.
I should have probably looked that up.
Super casual afternoon. Sun's starting to go down. It's like 4 o'clock. We, after doing Resistance, we just kind of took it easy. We went and just rode the train around all of Disneyland. That's always fun. Nice and relaxing. And then we rode Mark Twain Riverboat. Also relaxing. I haven't done that in years, so that was kind of fun. And then we just went and got more popcorn and drinks, and we're just now doing doubles of everything. So we're riding Pirates again. It's a 30-minute wait. Pirates always moves really fast, especially since there's no fast passes or lightning lanes, I should say. We gotta start thinking about dinner though. I don't know about dinner. I might just be one of those moms that says you can have popcorn all night. I don't know. But we're tired and cold, but also like we've had a really good trip, so it's just kind of like, you know, we'll just do whatever and end on a high note. So we're totally broke down on the Pirates of the Caribbean, like hardcore. We've been sitting here for half an hour and they just turned the lights on. And they just turned the music off.
Pirates have died. The ride is dead, Abby. There's no more Pirates ride.
Pirates of the Caribbean Phase 2 can now begin. If there is 2 cast members at your evac location, Phase 2 can now begin.
But now they don't look as nice. The illusion is gone.
How are we supposed to go?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Climb from boats.
Definitely first time experience for this. I've heard of stuff like this happening, but I've never been part of anything like that. So it could be worse. We could be stuck on the top of Thunder Mountain. It's actually warm in here, at least warm for me.
There's only one other time when I was a kid when we got stuck on a ride. It was Splash Mountain.
Oh yeah.
And we went and got off and like walked behind things, but I remember it, but I don't remember
Like the details.
Yeah.
There was a point there when Abby was curled up next to me. I was a little worried she fell asleep because then I don't know what I would do. She is not happy when she wakes up. She takes after her mother.
You guys got the fun job.
Oh yeah.
And I'm messing with you.
Look at Bingham Canyon. It's 8 degrees in Bingham Canyon.
She's like, "Won't talk to me."
I can't push anymore. Why? So many boats. Unless we push forward, but they're pushing back because we have people in the front.
Is it just me, or does it seem like they don't know what they're doing?
A little bit. A little bit. I think they've evacuated everybody else from the ride except for 2 boats, and we're on one of them. Wow, what an afternoon! So
When we got on Pirates, when we were in line, before we went into the building, it was sunny outside.
yeah, it was. It was like 4:30
I don't
ish.
remember what time it was.
I don't know. We got in line around 4:30, 4:15 maybe. I don't know. We knew that we would have to wait. Like I think it was a 30-minute wait. We had popcorn and we were just chilling. We were cruising through the line. No lightning lanes there, so it moves pretty fast. And then we got on. Normal, no problems. And then in the middle of the battle with the pirate ship, when you're right in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing around you, all the water.
That's why we didn't get wet.
Yeah. So like stuff malfunctioned, and so it stopped blowing the water up. You like were prepared.
I was prepared not to get wet.
Because the last few times we'd gotten wet, like surprise, and so you had like your hood on, you were like all ducked down, and I was like, oh, hey babe, it's not gonna happen. And I was like, wait, it didn't happen. And then we bumped into the car or the boat in front of us, you know, like you do at the end when you're waiting to go up, and we were like, uh-oh.
Yeah, something's not right. And then we turned around and looked, and
There
was
nobody behind us, and we're just like,
That's
not
not good.
moving, not moving. And that was at 4:50. Nothing. And then after about 15 minutes, then they started doing announcements like, it will restart momentarily, please stay in the boat. And she kept like saying the same thing. And after a while we were like, okay, we do not believe you, we're not starting again. And then after about 30 minutes, then the lights went on and the music went off.
And all the animatronics stopped.
And we're like, oh shoot. And then they started doing stuff like phase 2 of evacuation.
Were we phase 3?
We were phase 3. And that was because we were so far out in the middle of the water that it's not like there was an area close by where they could like debark the boats. And so what they had to do is somebody
cast members
during
had to,
phase 3
had to get in
into the water
the water to
to
push,
push the boats. But the problem is that they didn't communicate, and so they had people pushing boats from the other end. So we had a bunch of empty boats behind us pushing into us. But then since they evacuated everybody in front of us, then there was a bunch of empty boats in front of us. So they couldn't push our boat anywhere.
No.
And so that took another 15 minutes for them to figure out how to fix that. So by the time we got off the boat, we had been on there for an hour, nothing. And they took us out and they asked us not to film.
Backstage stuff.
But they had
all
us,
the backstage stuff was like, if you've ever been on the Keys to the Kingdom tour, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
At Magic Kingdom, where you go under main streets in the utilidors. Like, it looked just like that. But then we had to go outside, and then there were emergency vehicles like all outside with its lights on. And
I mean, we had to go like the crazy circuitous route all the way around the building, and then back in and underneath, and it was kind of crazy. And we came out by the restrooms in New Orleans Square.
Yeah, over by where they do the beignets.
Yeah, right across from where you can get the beignets, the Mint Julep bar.
And they gave us a fast pass, and so we went and rode Space Mountain. So it was quite interesting.
It was quite interesting, something that I'd never experienced before. But you know what? There has been a ton of stuff breaking down this trip.
Yeah.
Like a lot. It's like if I were Disney, I'd be a little embarrassed because I've never known things to break down this much.
I've never seen it.
I mean, except for Indiana Jones. That one breaks down all the time.
And Radiator Springs.
And Radiator Springs. But the other ones, like Peter Pan broke down this morning. Rise of the Resistance has been broken down on and off all over. I mean, it's...
Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain. I mean...
A couple of times Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, one time we were in line for it, and then same thing with the Goofy's thing in Toontown. That one broke down.
Gadgets.
Gadgets Go Coaster.
Goofy's at Disney.
And at California Adventure. But anyway, so it's just been kind of crazy.
It's fun.
Definitely,
I think the kids liked it.
I think so too. It was a fun story for them to have.
Yeah, and we got some good video of the lights off and stuff.
I know, it was just kind of a crazy experience. Then we went and had dinner, went to Pizza Planet.
Space Mountain Star Tours, and now we're waiting for fireworks.
Now we're waiting for fireworks.
And it's time to go back to the hotel. I feel weird, like... Alright, keep shaking them. They're starting to get warm, okay? Hey, keep shaking, it's starting to get warm.
Main Street looks amazing.
Cherish the holidays forever and always believe.
We made it back. We actually made it a goal because fireworks ended at 9:20. That we wanted to see if we could get into our room by 9:40. And so we booked it, we braved the mad rush out of there, and we actually got here at 9:36. So a little bit faster than we hoped, which was great. So last night of our last day of our trip was, we're feeling it. We're excited to be going to bed and excited to be going home. We had such a great holiday, such a good vacation, and you know it was good when at the end of it you're like, you know what, I'm ready to get back to normal life. And that's how I feel. I think that's how the kids feel. All of it is back to work, to school on Monday. We have to brave the drive home tomorrow. Tomorrow's low back home is 9 degrees. 9. Just 9. So definitely going back to something very, very
And
cold.
we were complaining about how cold it was today. It was like 45 degrees.
That is true. We were.
It was cold though.
And it was cold. I mean, we were outside the whole day, so that is part of it. And it was breezy, and it's more of like a.
Doesn't matter. There's snow all over back home.
It snowed like all week back home.
It's supposed to snow all this week.
I know. We have some awesome neighbors that helped shovel for us, so we don't have inches of packed snow and ice. Everywhere. So thank you guys for that. But we need to go to bed. We need to pack up, get everything ready. John says when he wakes up in the morning, we're leaving. So maybe it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I think that's what's gonna happen. But we had a great time. We got some fun stuff. I got some new ears, which I think are way awesome, and they match my new sweatshirt amazingly. But always a good trip. We can't wait to book our next one, which I'm not sure when it's going to be. Our next vacation as of right now is our cruise. Which...
We might book a different one to go before it.
Oh, yeah.
What?
We might book a different one to go before it.
You never know.
You never know with us. We could just like squeeze another one in there. But yeah, so far the plan is Easter weekend. We board the ship, 4-day cruise, and then finish off spring break with a couple days at
We're
Disneyland.
going to some part
So-
in Mexico.
It is a Mexican Riviera cruise.
No, but I don't think anybody in my class is from Mexico.
Well, who knows, bro? Who knows? Anyway, happily ever after 4, signing out. Talk to you later. Bye.